Oh, hello, 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 hello.
What is happening, people?
You guys are catching the back end of a really dumb conversation that we're having. Should it be
Let
called
us know.
internet or outernet?
Internet or internet? Are we actually coming into the internet, or is it being actually technically it's being both?
Pause.
We're going into and we're going out to the internet.
Yes.
The
Well,
outernet.
I think internet because we're going into the internet, but it's being shared outwards.
Inner outnet.
Is it
Meet in the
internet or
middle.
outernet? I mean, obviously the word is internet, but Badaki's like, should it be called outernet?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so, but maybe.
there should be a way where it's saying, we're going out, which I guess is now streaming. Like. Anyways, what's happening? Good morning.
What's up, people? What's up, people?
10:07 here in beautiful Sydney, Australia. Not a cloud in the sky, it looks like. I see a couple clouds.
What's up, El Tigre? What's up, Ravers? What's up, TD? What's up, Cole? Aqua. Hey, man, I pasted the link in the chat for you to join our Discord if you want to join the draft. Make sure you join our Discord, guys, if you want to be a part of today's mock draft. Then you will see a text channel called Dynasty Mock Drafts. That's where it will be pasted to join. It will be free for all, okay? What up, J-Rock? What up, Cole? What up, Drink? My Cola? What up, Shane? What up, Justin? What up, everybody? What up, Scooby Dooby Doo?
Yee! You seen those TikToks?
What?
There's like these bunch of kids like in this weird late at night, like in a tunnel, and they're doing like different noises. Like one's doing like a Flintstone noise, one's doing like another cartoon noise, and one does like the Scooby Doo noise.
Oh, right.
It's like, Ree!
Right.
It's actually really. Anyways, yeah, I guess you had to be there type vibe,
Maybe you had to be there. Shane says, ultimate Wilson trade. Which side are you taking? Russell Wilson and Devonta Smith, or Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson, and a 23 first? I think that heavily depends on my team strategy. If I'm winning now, I'm probably not getting rid of Russell Wilson. It's really good value on the other side, but I don't know that it helps my team to get rid of Russell Wilson right now. But I would say if I have to choose one without knowing a strategy, I would say Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson, and 23 first. But that's without knowing a strategy. I don't know where you sit on it. I've said this before, but I feel like Zach Wilson is the most primed year 2 breakout of any quarterback.
I would agree. Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson, and 23 first. I think the value there is tremendous with Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson, and then the 23 first. Even if Garrett Wilson doesn't hit,
yeah,
you still have the opportunity to go into a 23 first and hit on somebody.
Smack it out of the park.
Smack it out of the
park.
park.
All right, inter is a prefix meaning connected, not inner. Yeah, internet, as in connected. Yeah.
Love that.
Like interconnected or interchanged. J-Rock says, you have an innie or an outie? I mean, I'm rocking with an innie. I don't know about you.
I got an innie.
Yeah, you're innie. What's up, Justin? What's up, Scooby? Shane? What's up? Say, how you darn? How you darn?
What's happening, fam?
What up, Big Head? What's up, Seven? Proofy says, Cole, do you do anything besides hanging here? I love that. And then Cole says, do you, Proofy? I love the banter. Shane says, it hurts my heart to get rid of Russell. Probably you're a Seahawks fan, so it helps. Freak says, just had our real rookie draft. I got Drake London at the 106. Hooray. Alec Pierce went 107. Wow. And James Cook 108. Oh my gosh. Well, it sounds like you got great value, and a lot of people are not sure exactly what they're doing, which is good for you.
Yep.
Aqua TV says Drake London and a mid-second for Kenneth Walker and a third. Who do you think wins? I would say Drake London in the second.
Yeah, I would take that as well.
What's up, Aaron? How you doing, brother? We're doing good. Proofy says, I do not. I felt my draft was abysmal, so I'm here. Alec Pierce went at the 107. Insane. Might be shipping Fournette in the Foxtrot Leaf, Proofy says.
Oh, okay. In the Foxtrot League? I thought I had Lanny.
Hey,
I had Lanny in one of those leagues.
I'm contemplating starting a series. Wow, that's weird. It has the wrong sleeper notified. Let's try this again.
Close the other sleeper, maybe.
Oh, that's weird. Here, why don't we try this?
Say yes.
And then we'll Okay. I think we're going to get there, guys. Shout out to...
Jonah said, do you guys prefer Irv Smith or Hunter Henry? I think we would both say Hunter Henry.
Yeah. My goodness, this is a mess.
No, you're chilling. Take your time. Take your time. Freak stop. Wilson just went 108. Olave at the 109. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I am
What's up, Monty?
contemplating doing a series on our channel where we look at reports and we make sure they're not clickbait. Okay? Because there was a report that came out today from Sleeper. And, you know, we had talked about it in the Discord over there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me find the report. It's about Antonio Gibson. A lot of you guys know about this report. Where is it? Okay, so the report from Sleeper, their highlight is report Antonio Gibson's usage will vary weekly. Okay? Now, I understand why Sleeper would want the most clickbait title, but you have to keep in mind that there are more words in articles than just the title. So what is the right thing to do is, okay, so let's find out what this article actually says. And more importantly, who is it from? Who said this, right? Did Ron Rivera say this? Did Scott Turner say this? Because this is a very, very important thing to look at if that is from Ron Rivera or Scott Turner. Okay, so the report is from NBC Sports Edge. And of course, they have kind of they're probably the one who created the clickbait
They technically have an edge.
title.
You know?
And then you actually go to look at the report, okay? And it's not from anyone. It's from ESPN, John Keim, okay? Great. Maybe he has some insight, but he's not the coach. He's not calling the plays. But what's important is the part that they left out is he believes touches should remain high, though his usage could vary weekly. So that's the important part that we left out here. And you know what's crazy, Badake? Obviously, we've talked about Gibson's going to look different this year. He's less valuable. There's no doubt. And the upside is 100% limited compared to what we thought before the draft. However, you know, people make decisions for their team based off of articles. If a sleeper report comes up and someone signs to a team, people pick them up. If a sleeper report comes up and there's a report saying, oh my gosh, you know, Elijah Mitchell is struggling in camp, people are going to sell him. You know, so I guess the series I'm considering starting is looking at reports that come out daily and deciding, is the headline clickbait or is there more to the context of the article? So I thought that might be helpful. I mean, maybe we do it every day when we stream and we talk about it. I don't know. If there is an article that I find where I look at it, because what's important is not just to look, if you're only relying on Sleeper, they put about 4 or 5 words of, you know, of each article. So anyway, I thought it was interesting. And I've personally said that, you know, Gibson doesn't have top 5 upside anymore. So it's not as if I'm living in a, you know, in a wonderland, but I think it's an interesting conversation to have.
Yeah. No, it's definitely interesting. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research on it. You know, continue to look at don't just read the sleeper highlights, but go and read the article, you know, like what Zach said. So
yeah,
I hear you.
I'm just
you gonna make a new one?
I'm gonna make a mock draft for us here. You can go ahead and look at the chat if anyone's saying anything.
Yeah, I see Tom here. Would you guys take Godwin in the 24-second for Kamara? If you're on the Godwin side, I would be taking Godwin potentially. Yeah, I'll be taking Godwin, Godwin side.
I would definitely ship Kamara off for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you this link, Badake. I sent you a link before, but I sent you the wrong one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Anyway. Freak Stomper says Wilson just went 108, Olave 109. That's crazy that Alec Pierce went before them. We got people in our leagues saying to send each other offers. Fake
Love that.
news or fake news? That could be a segment for sure, Ravers. Profi says Speedy about to have a solid team for the next 2 to 3 years for sure.
Oh no.
Aqua TV says, what would you trade for an early first next year? Players and picks in this year's draft wise? In order to get an early first, I think you would have to include a guy like a London probably, or a Garrett Wilson, or Pickett, you know, to get an early first next year. Because if those are the players that are going early in this year's draft, you're not going to be able to send like a Christian Watson for an early first next year, you know? That's how I would view it.
Freak Summer said I got Hunt in the 23 first for Kamara. That's okay.
I got some beautiful ass pancakes right in front of me. I'm about to eat.
I love that. Proof you're not sure if this is smart, but I traded the 203 for the 23 first, 23 second, and a 23 fourth. The 203 in the 2022. Yeah, I'm assuming. Okay.
You traded the 203 for all of that? Of course, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's a huge win.
Justin just made a trade for Burrow, Higgins, Schultz, and Mike Williams. Sheesh. That was like a good trade. I wonder what you gave up. 210 for the trade. That's still, I think that's still great. Freak Summer said now he got the munchies.
All right. So, Badake, how do people join today's mock?
Yeah, super simple, super easy. It's in the description below. It literally says join Discord here. Click on that link and you should be able to join the mock draft. When you go to the Dynasty Damage channel, go to Dynasty Mock Draft, and then that's where we always post the link every single time. You can join any mock draft via there, or you can watch any of our live streams via that link. I'm actually gonna go ahead and send that link now. Once again, Dynasty Damage and then Dynasty Mock Drafts. That's where we usually post the link. All right, 3, 2, 1. Almost 600 people in this Discord, which is awesome. Come here, Beach on Twitch. What's happening, man? Watching the Commanders moving stadiums to Norfolk. Would you approve, Zach? Question mark.
I mean, so from what I understand, they will never be in DC because there's so many hurdles they have to get over because it's all federal land. You know, you can't just take the federal land. Like, you can't just have an agreement. They don't like care who you are. So I think what they're trying to recreate is like what Dallas has done, what the Patriots have done, where, you know, you kind of make this whole town and you just make a shit ton of money off of it because you own the hotels, you own the nightclubs, you own the bars, you own the restaurants, you know. So I think that's what they're trying to do. They're never going to be allowed in DC. It's just never going to happen. But I would say this makes it a more attractive. This makes it more attractive for an owner, knowing that there's like $100 million worth of land just there in case they want to build a new stadium. This will be the only mock today, guys. Only mock today. Joshua Lewis says Aaron Jones and Kenny G or Brandon Cooks in the 23 first. That's pretty easily Brandon Cooks in the 23 first for me. I mean, I view Aaron Jones and Brandon Cooks pretty much the same value, to be honest. Might sound crazy. I might actually prefer Brandon Cooks. No, I think Aaron Jones is who I prefer, but it's very close.
It is really close. Then, I would definitely take Cooks as well. Between
Kenny G and a 23 first, it's no question. It's a 23 first. Yeah. Freak Stopper says, have an offer to buy Jefferson for the 106 and Eckler. Yes. In a heartbeat, you buy Justin Jefferson for the 106 and Eckler. In a heartbeat. Drink My Cola says, I live in DC. They should just tear down the old DC United Stadium that isn't being used anymore and build it there. The problem is that it's a historical landmark for some reason. Everything in that area, it's just so impossible, isn't it? Elwood said, did you guys hear that Penny is hurt already? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I did hear that.
That's not surprising.
He has a hamstring, something like that already.
That's unfortunate.
It's just classic Kenneth Walker.
What's up, Brandon? Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, 66 people watching. We haven't asked yet, but could you do us a huge favor and drop a like on this stream?
You like that? You like that?
The reason we ask for you guys to drop a like is because every like just helps us reach the algorithm a little bit more. It helps us grow the channel. It's the most simple way for you to support what myself and Badake Like Cake are doing over here. So drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 40 together here with the amount of people watching. If we all just drop one, I'm sure we can do that. But let's go ahead and get this started. So there will be a minute on the clock. This is a Dynasty SuperFlex startup draft. It is not tight end premium. It is PPR scoring. And let's see how this goes. I won't waste anyone's time here.
Straight to business, baby.
I'm gonna see how it feels with Patty. Let's see how it feels.
Okay. Shane says, so I now own Zach Wilson, Elijah Moore, and Garrett Wilson. I don't want to go all in on the Jets. Which one of those wide receivers would you trade? I would say whichever one you can get more value for. You know, I think it would be easier to trade Garrett Wilson than Elijah Moore because now Garrett Wilson's on the team.
Well, the draft capital and the the hype.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
I don't think. I personally don't think it's a wrong answer. I really like both of them. I think they're both going to be successful. Really depends on what you can get for, what you can get for either one.
Yeah.
Gator fan says he's ordering pizza. Tom, what's a RB to target for Chris Godwin and Michael Thomas? Michael Thomas, at least for us, I think that would be. We're not really high on. Hold on, let me just double check. I'm not on the clock. I am on the clock. Excuse me. Okay, sorry.
Who's a good running back to target for Chris Godwin and Michael Thomas? I would keep Chris Godwin, but Michael Thomas, I mean, I feel like he's very much in that range where if you're trying to get a running back, I mean, you could. Let me pull up my rankings here.
Oh, Tua at the 1-7. Jones Karen here.
I don't know what to do about that.
That feels like, no doubt, a troll.
Yeah. Okay, so running backs that you could get from Michael Thomas, things that come to mind, I would say like an AJ Dillon maybe, Miles Sanders, Zeke. These are all guys except for AJ. Those last two are kind of towards the end of their. Well, not even Sanders. He's still pretty young, but these are the kind of names I would say. Maybe like a James Conner. It sounds crazy, but maybe Derrick Henry, because literally no one wants to trade for Derrick Henry. So if you are in a win now team, maybe those are the kind of running backs I would be looking for. I would say Zeke is probably the most likely that you could go after, along with Miles Sanders. But I wouldn't move Godwin personally. Yeah, I don't understand the Tua pick. I think it's a troll. We'll see. But
I think he was here last time and he trolled. He
yeah,
did like a troll pick
if we see more troll picks from Jones Karen, we'll probably kick you the next time, because we want this to be accurate. We want to see where people are using this for their own leagues. So last time there was some trolls, there was some real picks. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Everyone's saying kick him. Gosh. Let's go to a couple questions. Let's try to see. Good trade. Ronnie, when's the next real Dynasty live draft? I think it's a week from today, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
No, that is the first live rookie draft that we're streaming.
Oh, live rookie mock. Okay, rookie draft.
So in 1 week from today, we are live streaming the Alpha rookie draft.
Mm-hmm. I guess the week after. Well,
and I have the 105 in that league. So that'll be fun. But the golf league is the next league that we're doing as a startup. That's in 8. Which will be. That's in 9 days technically.
Yeah, that's technically Thursday night for you guys. Friday morning.
And then the hotel league is about 21 days away. So gave them enough time to let's do trades and let's see what the draft board can look like.
Shane, I got offered A-Rob and a 23 first for Garrett Wilson. I think I'm gonna take it. And so you got offered and the 23 first. I think I would be okay with that. I would be okay with that. I would take that.
Where's this?
Shane. Right under.
I got offered A-Rob and a 23 first for Garrett Wilson. Yeah. Especially if you're a win now team, that's huge. All right, so Chase and Jefferson, first wide receivers off the board, no surprise. Then we see JT, Javonte, and Najee come off the board, as well as Pitts at the 2-1. Just so you guys know, we're starting to scout the 23 class right now, and we're doing quarterbacks first. So what we want to do for you guys is essentially in the next month, we want to give you a list of players from the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end positions that almost like a watch list. You know, if you're not big into college football, well, why don't we help you? Let's give you players that are going to be in the draft next year, and their stock is going to massively rise or drop this year depending on how they perform. So that's kind of the idea there. Hey, this is a watch list. Watch these quarterbacks. This could be the first pick. You know, this could be a first round wide receiver. This could be a second round running back. The first tight end off the board, for example. That way you can feel more immersed into college football, because you're following these players that maybe one day you're going to draft in Dynasty, you know? So that's kind of the goal here.
We're really excited. We're really excited about this class. You know, we already having like some side conversation about some players, and it's crazy. It's already crazy. So I'm excited. I'm just excited for college and for this 23 class, honestly.
Yeah.
Aqua, do you have any open startup dynasty drafts I can join? Yeah, so the way to join the dynasty leagues on patreon.com/fantasylandfan. That can be in the description below, or Zach can probably post it in the chat. Pick one of those tiers. If you want to join the dynasty league, you pick the gold and gold tier, and you can join that. Make sure you read through everything. If you have any questions, please let us know. But we currently do have, I think, 4 more spots in one of our leagues. Yeah. I always forget what is it?
India.
There you go. It's India League.
We use the NATO alphabet, so
yeah, just to set these leagues apart. And we had somebody else come in, Ryan Anthony. He's in one of our other leagues, and he joined. He was like, you know what, I want to do another one. So that was awesome. Thank you, man. But yeah, let us know if you have any questions. Where else we at? Let's see where we at.
I saw
CB75.
Sorry, I saw someone's comment. I didn't reply, and it was JT.
Okay.
He said testing things out for the golf league at the 101. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
One I see here, it says, would you trade Brandon Cooks and Cordell Patterson 2024 second for Madison, Rondell Moore, and Clyde?
Where is
no,
this?
I think I'm keeping the Brandon Cooks side personally. CB75, that's what he said.
Yeah.
That was his question.
No, I don't think I would do that either.
I'm keeping the Brandon Cooks side. I mean, you can hopefully flip Cordell Patterson this year, maybe for an early second, depending on how he performs. Brandon Cooks, no doubt, you can get, in my opinion, you can get a first. Madison is nothing. Rondell Moore, I'm not super high on him. He can get lost in Clyde. I mean, massive disappointment so far. So,
yeah. So the leagues are not free. I saw that question. Essentially, the way our leagues work is in a couple different ways. All right. Number one, it's a way for you to support what we do here on our channel, both on this channel and on our redraft channel. Okay, because we have a redraft channel as well. It's a way for you to support our content because the only finances that we bring in are from your guys' donations. So our leagues are a way for you to support what we do. You'll see here, there are 2 different tiers that you can sign up to play in a Dynasty League, either just a Dynasty League or if you want to play in Dynasty and Redraft, because we do host Redraft Leagues as well. You got the best of both worlds. But being a part of a league is one of the perks of that tier that you pay monthly, okay? So not only do you get to play in a league, you also get advice to a direct line to Badake and I for advice. We call it the Fantasy Hotline. You get our rankings, Redraft, Dynasty, Rookie, Dynasty SuperFlex Rookie Draft rankings, as well as Dynasty offseason rankings with all the rookies combined. You get access to supporter-only live streams. You get access to Discord roles, to Discord chats, all that stuff. So that's all within your $10 tier. So as long as your tier is active, you know, you are in the league. And then there is a small deposit to pay to join our Dynasty Leagues just because we want you to have the best experience. We want to put on the best leagues. And if there's a deposit involved, which you will get back if you stay the minimum time, then people are typically all in. So hope that makes sense, but please let us know if you have any questions. I did paste a link in the chat.
Yep. We just really encourage you to just read through it thoroughly, and that will really help us and help you, honestly.
Yeah, and drop us any questions that you have about it. Either here or on Discord or whatever.
A little bit difficult to keep up with the chat. Kieran Raw, Superflex Startup, traded up for the 101. Have Josh Allen, ET, Garrett Wilson, Devonta Smith, Jameson Williams, Justin Fields rate my star. I mean, it sounds fantastic so far.
Yeah,
I like
great.
everything about it. Yeah.
I mean, sounds like a very good Superflex team. You got 2 quarterbacks I love, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You got a running back I'm obsessed with. Wide receiver room might be, you know, there's question marks for sure. There's no security there in the wide receiver room, but there's a lot of potential, a ton of upside.
Absolutely.
Elwood says, I'm hearing the 23 class is 5 deep at the big 3 positions. Yes, it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can get, it feels like you can get value even through this, like really like first round value in the second round. But once again, anything can change throughout the season. Gator fan, thoughts on Dak and Pitts with my first 2 picks and compared to going with Pitts and Lance or Dak and Lance? I personally like the Dak and Pitts. I have Dak technically higher than Lance. I know some other people would rather have Lance or Dak, but you know how I feel about tight ends. I don't like taking tight ends early, but I understand it.
Kyle Pitts is my only exception, so I'm not upset about that because I've done that in drafts before. So no, I don't dislike that. I would say I'm pretty firmly Trey Lance over Dak. I mean, they are back to back in my rankings, but it's a pretty firm Trey Lance for me. We actually made a video yesterday where we kind of took a stance, you know, planted a flag on some of these year 2 players, and you're going to hear a little bit about Trey Lance from me. But personally, for me, Trey Lance is I don't worry about him at all being my first quarterback. I'll say that. If I'm at the back end of the draft. I mean, drink my cola. I can't explain how ridiculously stupid good of a start that is right there with Deshaun Watson and Trey Lance. I love it.
Let's see what else we got here. El Tigre, what kind of value would you want for Justin Fields? Any 12-team Superflex? I'm looking towards the future with the team, but the person I'm trading with will not put picks on the table.
Then you don't move him because he's a young quarterback asset, one of the, you know, a very, very good prospect who hasn't developed yet. And if you're a young team, the only thing you would want is picks or to keep him. So
I agree. You keep him. You know, I'm not gonna not move Justin Fields.
Imagine telling someone who's a rebuilding team, "Hey man, I want Justin Fields, but I'm not gonna give you any picks." Well, then it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's just funny. People are crazy.
People on Twitch, come here, Beach. Tua, Baker, and Jalen Hurts all more productive than Herbert at the moment. This is the truth, he said.
All more productive than Herbert, than Justin Herbert.
That's the truth at the moment, he said. That's the
Tua,
truth.
Baker, and Jalen are all more productive than Justin Herbert. I would love to know. I'll read a novel if you put a novel in the chat over there on Twitch, because I'm very curious to see where the foundation is for that. Of course, Tunchi, thanks for asking.
He said, "I bet he about to write that novel, boy." All right, I'm on the clock.
And by the way, we are Team Tua here on this channel. We have
100%.
told people to go buy him this offseason, even before the Tyreek Hill trade, but that's just too high. You're on the clock. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, just thinking.
Yeah, you know, I'm just thinking.
Once again, I mean, like even at the 1-6 here, I feel like I'm having the same team. I mean, actually, that's a lot because my first 3 picks I don't have in any of my leagues. But this is where it feels like
you just went opposite of what you just said.
I know. This is where I feel like I can have the exact same players. Like, for example, according to my rankings, I should be taking Chris Godwin here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch it up again here at the 1-6 because I got the 1-6. The problem with the 1-6 is that there's so many good people.
Why?
Like
That's fantastic. That's not a problem. That's beautiful.
It's just, it is fantastic, but it's so hard to make a decision. You know, like I would have to. You're always torn with like your heart and like your rankings. You know, it's like damn,
Right.
like who should I really take there? And I think I'm gonna find the struggle there at the 1-6, even though I think it's perfect. But
Josh says, I just traded Dak in a second for Lance and a first the other day. Oh my God, well done.
yeah, that's awesome.
Seven says, sorry to repost, but I don't believe you guys saw it. I just traded away Tua for a 23 first and a second. Should I ship one of my first away for Kyle Pitts or Mark Andrews? If you can get Kyle Pitts for a single first round pick, absolutely. I would do that in a heartbeat.
I think that's good value. That's fucking crazy. It's a 10-team Superflex tight end premium. I feel like that would be hard to ship away the first to get Kyle Pitts, but if you can do it,
I don't think anyone's selling Kyle Pitts for that, but we'll see.
Yeah, try it. I mean, see what happens.
Jonas says, new like goal, 200 likes and Zach takes Tua at the 101. If we get 200 likes on this stream, sure. Yeah, I know it's not going to happen, but
what's up, Steven? No worries, man.
King Henry, what's
Glad
up?
you're here.
Are you concerned with Mac Jones and the New England offense with the reports that are coming out? Not really. I mean, the reports very much sound like a he said, she said. Like, if any player is going to put their name behind it and stand up and say, I have a problem with the way things are doing, then we'll talk about it. But
yeah,
a lot of these reports are just, you shouldn't put a ton of stock into them at the moment. Yeah, to be fair, Andrews for a first too. Yeah, not a bad trade either. Rally the boys. Brandon says, would you trade AJ Brown for Olave and a 23 first? My other wide receivers are Diggs, Waddle, Judy, Bateman, and fillers.
I would do that. I would be okay with that.
Probably would. I know that sounds terrible, but I think I probably would. I mean, I'm very high on Olave though compared to the rest of the community. I expect big things from him.
I'm not as high as Zach. Well, I'm not as high as Zach, but I do really like Olave for sure. And I would definitely take the chance, especially with that 23 first. We got that novel over there on Twitch. I don't know if you want to read that.
Let me take my picks real quick.
Yeah, no stress.
Welcome to the squad, Kin. And then I think let me look at the wide receiver I would want here. I might actually go Jerry there.
Wow.
See how that pans out. Okay, so the novel's over on Twitch. Jalen playoffs, unproductive offense. Tua nearly playoffs, unproductive offense. He might make the Super Bowl with Hill now.
That's pretty big. That's a pretty big statement.
Baker, worst coaching situation in unattractive city to live in, makes playoffs, wins playoff games against division rivals, and best defense in the league with head coach out with COVID. Herbert with 2 top 10 defensive players and a top 10 wide receiver and top 5 RBs failed to make the playoffs. So I think you can make a statement. I think the proper statement there might be, well, Jalen has done more with less to contribute to team success. I don't think we can say that Tua, Baker, or Jalen have been more productive than Justin Herbert, though. Because if we're talking about productivity, that is purely stats and how they've produced, the points that they've put up, how they've helped other players put up points. I mean, if you want to, you can technically make the argument that Jalen has done more with less. Tua, I guess if you want to make that argument, you can as well. But I don't know that we can say that. I don't know if that says that Herbert's been less productive than those guys.
I think I guess when we talk about it, I guess, yeah, it's individual production for sure. Like those teams have been more productive than the Chargers, even with the talent that they have.
It's also really important to know what division we're talking about. Jalen Hurts in the NFC East and Justin Herbert in the AFC West. NFC East is much easier to get through.
Doesn't negate the fact that he made the playoffs.
Sure, I know it is very impressive what Jalen Hurts did.
We definitely understand that. You know, It's just, hey.
But I respect the passion there for sure. Phil says John Cena or The Undertaker in a buried alive match. John Cena, because you could literally never find him.
I actually don't know anything about wrestling. I'll be completely honest with you.
I know
the
anything
John Cena
either.
memes. John Cena, and that's all I know. Literally all I know. And The Undertaker, I just know his name purely because people will talk about The Undertaker around. You know, like, oh, you watch wrestling? The Undertaker and blah, blah, blah happened when I was young. I was like, I actually don't watch that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't, you know?
Hey, guys, 75 people watching the stream. If you have yet to drop a like, show your boys some love.
You like that?
Hit it.
You like that?
Hit the like button for us. Like we always say, every like really does help the channel, helps us grow. With 70 people, maybe we should be able to get to 60 if everyone hits the like button together here. Appreciate the love. Marsh says, I'm about to be on the clock in my startup. Who do you guys like between Kareem, Rashad White, or Christian Kirk? I mean, if you need a running back, I'm probably leaning Rashad White there. But if you need wide receiver, I'm not opposed to getting Kirk.
Yeah, it will probably be Rashad and Kirk on for both of those for me. You just have to flip the coin there. But it all depends on how your team is built as well. You know, what's the depth look like in the running back room, or what's the depth look like in the wide receiver room? Do you need that extra wide receiver? But I like Rashad White. I think a lot more I feel like he has a better opportunity, higher upside coming into this season. Christian Kirk could definitely have it, but we just don't know.
I don't know what to say over here on Twitch. We're talking about Baker being... Essentially, the conversation is Baker being better than Justin Herbert. I don't really know what to say.
Once again, like, we agree, he made it. He played in the AFC North. He made it to the playoffs for sure. You know, like, I would argue that.
Well, he's talking about Baker. Oh, you said AFC North, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely respect your opinion. I don't think there's a single GM in the league who is taking any of those quarterbacks over Justin Herbert, but I definitely respect the conviction there. It sounds like the hate is on Justin Herbert more than anything else, which that's actually new. I've not seen many people rally against Justin.
Elijah, what the hell? Justin Herbert hate. That's all good.
LT Gray says he doesn't trust the Eagles' air game. Shane says Ken Walker. Ken. It's all about Ken.
Ken Walker.
Drake Mycola says wins ain't a quarterback stat. That is true. It does matter, the entire team. Quarterback's probably the one that impacts it the most, but it's definitely a team stat. Those teams have won in spite of their quarterbacks, not because of them. It's true. Miami's had one hell of a defense. I do think Tua is going to be much better this year, though. JR says, I just tune in, and Badake is crushing hard. Love that.
Thanks, bro.
Steven says, if you know what's good for you, you'll drop a like. Almost like a threat. Like, don't make me come see your family.
Yeah, man.
What
a day already. How was everyone's day today? Did you guys, obviously, people probably went to work, maybe had school, any drama happened? I know there was, I guess not drama, but I guess a lot of crazy stuff happening in Texas over there with that shooting. This is really sad. I know there's a lot of Texas people that are in this chat. Hopefully everything is all good with your family and stuff. I don't know if you heard about that, but yeah, that's crazy.
I did not.
Yeah, it was like this mass shooting in a school, elementary school, with 14 kids.
Oh no!
And a teacher.
So frustrating.
Yeah, it's terrible.
At some point, I have to figure it out. El Tigre, if y'all fill the Juno Dynasty League, you can do a 12-team Champions Redraft League. Could be a fun idea. Definitely, we've had some ideas.
We definitely thought about that,
stored
but
away.
Yeah, for sure.
Phil says,
to get to that point.
Just noticed Javonte win as the RB2. I don't hate it, to be honest, personally. Gator says, with me being on the other end of the turn, how is my start, do you think? I think you started well. Yeah,
I think it's great.
Two great quarterbacks. Best tight end in Dynasty. 2 wide receivers I really like.
Just looking at my rankings.
Marches will. Now I got offered a 23 second for the 1102. A 23 second for the 1102. I probably would take that. I mean, yeah, who's there? Who's available at the 1102 there? Is that where, when you talked about Kareem?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Is that right?
It was Kareem. Oh man, Elijah Mitchell there. That's what I was thinking about taking. Okay.
Yeah, I think I would go with the 23 second there. King Henry says, my day was chill. How was y'all's day? What did you do? Well, we just woke up. We're in Sydney, Australia, mate.
Yeah, we just woke up, man.
Although last night we went and got tacos, so that was good.
Yeah. It was Zach's birthday this past weekend.
Yeah.
Turned 28.
Yeah,
28?
that's right. The big 2-8.
Big 2-8, man.
You know, we're all just, you know, every day we're just getting closer to death. We're all dying every day, you know.
But he doesn't like to have his birthday celebrated, even though we're getting closer and closer to death. Ellen and I were talking about that. I know it's so random, but we were talking about that. I was like, I know, like, I was like, babe, Zach doesn't like celebrating his birthday. And she was like, why not? And I was like, he just doesn't like the attention on him. And I was like, we just didn't understand, you know, like.
It's just weird. Like I've said it before, but I don't understand celebrating the fact that I'm not dead. Like, think about how weird a birthday is. It's like, hey, congratulations on not being dead. We're gonna eat food because of that. Is that not weird? I don't understand why like there should be attention on me for not dying. I don't know.
I think especially with someone that's like so scared of death, I would be like happy to celebrate my life.
I'm not afraid of death. I am just crippling. I have crippling depression about dying. So
I'm not afraid. I'm just extremely depressed that I'm dying every single day.
No, it is true though. I mean, we are dying every single day.
No, I know. And anyway, just a thought.
No, you know, to be honest, it's just weird. Like I feel uncomfortable with people celebrating me. I don't know. Like maybe that's more of a me problem. Like I need to figure out why, but it's just uncomfortable. I'm like, why do you guys care? You know? Why do you care that I haven't died yet?
That's so funny. Yeah, like
I typically wouldn't go running back here, but I mean David Montgomery's on the board, so I'll go ahead and grab him. And then I'll grab my third wide receiver here. Hey, thank you, Jason. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, birthdays are weird to me. I don't understand the concept. Maybe I'm missing something about the concept.
I just think I like. Anyways, I just like being celebrated, and so literally one time I can ever be celebrated in my life is the day I was born.
Yeah, I guess.
When's the next redraft mock? I think that will be, tomorrow.
That will be tomorrow. We'll do a redraft mock tomorrow.
That would be tomorrow.
And if you guys want to watch with us, I will paste a link to our redraft channel here in the chat. That redraft channel will, when we get started, started in redraft mode, it'll start popping off.
It's slowly growing. We're kind of gradually doing it week by week or every other week right now until the season gets closer. Shane says Zach at the 101 has to be a mock draft. LOL.
Yeah, actually, Shane, I traded a first to move my entire draft in the hotel league. Right? No, it was the golf league. Sorry, in the golf league.
Right, okay.
I moved my entire draft from the 11 spot to the 1, and I gave my 23 first. I just wanted to switch it up. I don't know. To be honest, though, like because I probably will draft Josh Allen just because of the value in the trade market for him. Like that's probably what I'll do at the 101. I really don't know yet. It really is a toss-up between Josh Allen and Mahomes, but I think I still prefer Mahomes. So we'll just see. Like, will I follow my head or my heart, or will I look at the trade value? Who knows?
Yeah.
But to be fair, like getting one of those guys, I think it would cost at least a first and the player that I would swap with. So I think it was a win-win trade if someone's wanting to switch up strategies and stuff.
What's up, John?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Marsh says I have 18 and K9, so it's either the 23 second or white. I would take the 23 second.
Gator fan, general thoughts on
Come
some
here,
of the
Beach says you're humble. I appreciate that, bro.
General thoughts on second-year running backs and second-year wide receivers versus their rookie counterparts. We're actually doing a series on second year, I guess. Would you call it like a?
I don't know if it's a
breakout?
series, but
would that be a?
we have a video
would that
coming
be-
out about second-year players that we expect to break out. But
So
I mean,
maybe that could
we'll
be
keep
answered.
talking about some of these second-year guys for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But for
There's a
example,
lot
I
of second-year
mean,
guys.
Javonte Williams or like Kenneth Walker, it's clearly Javonte Williams for me. And then as far as like the second year wide receivers versus the rookies, just depends. I mean, Devonta Smith, for me, I think it's a rough situation. Then you look at guys like Bateman, it's a really good situation for him. So I think it is very situational.
I think so as well. Marsh, I went Rashad White. Thanks for the help, lads. No worries, man. Glad we can help. JT said, "What's Allen worth? Four firsts?"
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, if you were to go trade for Josh Allen, what would it really cost? That was my thought process in the move, so I'm okay with it. But I think, you know, it sucks because I did lose that first, but now I'll probably try and compete. So, and by the way, I mean, if you're making a deal for Josh Allen, there's not going to be a trade calculator that's going to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, you could probably put in like a couple firsts in a trade calculator and it'd be like, yeah, this is even. But yeah, I think it probably would take like 4 firsts or maybe like a Joe Burrow and 2 firsts or something.
Yeah, it feels really difficult to trade the one. Like, think about it. When I think of it like when you trade CMC away, like in a redraft, it's like when he was in his prime, you wanted like the world, you know.
Yeah.
And then with Josh Allen, you just want the world, and I don't think anyone is ever going to give that to you.
People will,
unless they have a team that just, unless they were just willing to give up everything just for that quarterback.
Yeah. Jonah says, would you do Mahomes for Allen straight up? I mean, I personally have Mahomes still ranked ahead of Josh Allen. But I'm aware of Josh Allen's trade value within the market. So that's where I kind of am struggling, because I do love trading and I always want the best value, you know. And so I personally, if I was in a league after a draft, yeah, I would probably grab Mahomes for Josh Allen, because I view them very much the same. I actually prefer Mahomes a little bit, but it's very close. Gray says, how much do you think Kyler would be worth? I would say it really depends, because some people are high on Kyler and some people are very low. So he's going to be very situational.
I
would say
traded him
multiple
at his
firsts.
lowest. Yeah, I traded him probably at his lowest, and I got 3 firsts if I'm not mistaken, or 2 firsts.
I think you got. Did you get 3? Maybe.
I think
They
it
were
was
all
3.
in this year's class, though.
Yeah, they were all in this year's class. I pretty much have the whole class in one of our leagues, the 2022 class. So I'm excited for that one to see how that pans out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did trade Kyler for 3 firsts once.
Yeah. At the end of this round, we will change it to 30 seconds on the clock. Just make sure to remind me.
I traded the 2022 108 and the 107 for Dak. So basically Chris Olave and Christian Watson, essentially, or Chris
Don't hate
Olave
it.
and Scott Moore.
You know, quarterback value, I don't hate it. It's relatively even there. How much difference in trade capital is someone like Pitts worth versus someone like Andrews? I would say like Andrews is, like Pitts is just impossible to trade for. It really doesn't make sense for a team to go trade for Pitts typically because of how much it's going to cost to get him. Whereas Andrews, I feel like you can figure out a way to go pay for him. I mean, I'll trade for Kyle Pitts still, but most people don't want to sell him. Robin says, try and trade a second and AJ Brown for one of the top quarterbacks. Yeah. Michael, would you guys overpay for somebody's top player with future picks if you already own their 23 first just to make that pick better? No, I don't think I would. I wouldn't overpay. I can see the idea there, but crazy things happen. I mean, Badake last year, one of our home leagues, had literally no running backs, and he made the playoffs. Okay, like that's
literally.
And I had his first, so he had literally no running backs, and no one expected him to make the playoffs, but he made it. So there's just no way to predict what a player is gonna do, and yeah, you don't want to overpay for that reason, I don't think. Drake My Cola says, Keep Trade Cut has Josh Allen for an early, mid, and late 23 first and an early 23 second as being fair. Yeah. And still, like, would I do that trade? Probably not. I think I would keep Josh Allen and Mahomes for that. Monty says,
Christian Watson. Sorry, continue.
I hate that the CD Lamb owner is being so unreasonable in my league. He wants Jefferson and Chase prices for Lamb. No, then you don't pay that. You can't always pay for a player. If your evaluation of a player doesn't meet someone else's, it's okay to walk away from a trade, you know?
Yeah.
Should CD cost what Chase and Jefferson do? Absolutely not. Should he cost a good amount? Yes. But no, he shouldn't cost what Chase and Jefferson do. Robin said, when you say no RBs, what RBs did you have? What did you have? I can't remember.
I had Cam Akers and J.K. Thomas last year, and they both one tore his ACL, one tore his Achilles. And you know what I had? I had Michael Carter. I picked up Ty Johnson off the waiver wires because I needed some running back depth. I literally had no one.
That was your starting running backs. It was Michael Carter and Ty Johnson. Same team.
I was picking up random people each week. I picked up Matt Burrito one week. I was picking up everybody, because I had no one. At the time, I felt like my team was stacked.
Yeah.
I had CeeDee Lamb. I had J.K. Cam Akers, Josh Allen. I had all these players, and it just all got hurt. It was terrible. But yeah, I made the playoffs. I was like one of the last teams to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
So GG's.
Hey guys, huge love for hanging out with us. If you have yet to drop a like, show some love.
You like that?
Drop a like.
You like that?
If you like the content, if you're vibing with what we're doing, that's just the smallest way for you to support what we're doing. Help us grow the channel. So I really appreciate the love that you guys have brought today. Mikey Will off the board, along with Juju, Ayukin, Watson.
Ayukin.
James Cook. Wow, the 7-7. It's getting higher and higher.
I think it's gonna get higher and higher too, man. We'll see. I'm really. I cannot wait for the season, man.
Jahan Dotson's off the board. I really haven't been paying attention to the board all that much.
People going, man. People going. So CD for the 108, 208, a 23 first, Knox and Carter. So you got all that for CD. The 108, which is, I guess, Sky Moore, 208, okay, 23 first, Knox and Carter. Wanted to rebuild around him, but that felt like too much to pass up on. Yeah, look, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not in love with it. I know it probably sucks. Because
there's
Michael
a Corey
Carter,
Sutton. I was looking for a Cortland Sutton, and there's a Corey Sutton.
It's a Corey Sutton. No, Cortland Sutton went super early. Unfortunately, I had Cortland and Allen Robinson on my queue. So look, it's good. There's a lot of potential. You know, you get a top wide receiver in this year. You get a 23 first. You get Knox, which is a top tight end. At least at the moment, it feels like he's a top 10 with a top quarterback. Monty, I think I'm going to. We've been. Oh, you had another question. I offer Swift Lockett in the 23 first, and he declined. Wanted my 23 first, but I'm struggling to give that up. Right? Okay. I think we've been going back and forth for a few days trying to get a deal done, but probably not going to happen. And I'm okay walking away, even though I love Lamb favorite. Yeah. I think if you're not going to get the value that you like, I think it's okay to walk away. Be okay with it, and it's you can always have conversations later. It's still super early. When reports come out about that player, when something happens with this player, that's like, you know what, I'm worth is worth paying that price, you know. So maybe they'll come back to you and switch it up.
Yeah.
Phil, I sold Jefferson 205 and a 23 third for CD. CD the 101 and a 23 first. The CD owner in your league doesn't sound like he's being reasonable. He's not in the Justin Jefferson or Chase tier. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
But you sold Jefferson 205 and a third for CD. So essentially CD, Breece Hall, and a 23 first. Yeah, I mean that's what it should cost for Jefferson. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I didn't change it to 30 seconds.
You can change it on my pick. It's my pick now.
All right.
Change the clock to 30 seconds, y'all.
$30 seconds on the clock.
Let's see. Well, definitely with a wild return, but most people definitely, yeah.
Aqua, we'll do draft grades here at the end.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing some draft grades, fam.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. 30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds. Oh.
I will, dude. There was a video that I saw of the Commanders. I really like their funny enough, I like their practice jerseys, like the way their practice jerseys look with their helmets. I'll show you this video. Cam Curl looked just so badass.
Yeah, let's see.
I wonder if I can find it.
Oh gosh, I'm glad I took a tight end because the tight ends just went right there.
This video here. I mean, look at how badass Cam Curl looks with that visor. I like how simple the practice squad jerseys are. I think our real jerseys are way too much. But the helmets with the visor, I mean, I think that's clean.
Practice jerseys, I feel like always look so much better. Like the Giants practice in red jerseys.
It's just clean.
Well, they're usually injury jerseys, and they used to practice only red jerseys. And I wish they bring the red jerseys back. Brought the red jerseys back.
Kareem the Dream off the board.
Breece Hall and Lamb with a 23 first or Jefferson seems like an easy choice to me.
As in,
I'm taking the Breece side.
Kyle, you saying you would take Jefferson or Breece?
Yeah.
I like the Breece side because of how obsessed I am with Breece, but unfortunately, that is what it would probably cost for Jefferson. Yeah. Monty says, "Wait, so one of you guys is a Giants fan, and the other is a Commanders fan. Y'all are sworn enemies." That's right. That's why conversations always get interesting around the NFC East for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Commanders fan. Also a Chiefs fan, thank God. When I was about 11 years old, we moved to Kansas City. I was there for all my high school until I was about 18. So I'm glad that because for Washington, I've lived with pretty much mediocrity my entire life. But Washington still has my heart there. Even though it's like a drug. Like, it's going to abuse you, but you just keep going back to it. It's terrible.
Washington, gosh, that's terrible.
Kyle would prefer Breece Lamb in a 23 first.
Cowboy fan here, yeah.
Not the boys.
We have a friend group. Well, I say this all the time. We have a friend group that has every team in the NFC East besides the Cowboys. And if we find a Cowboys fan one day to join like our close friends group,
sounds so weird. Like what are we like having open auditions or something?
No, we're not having open auditions. I'm saying, like, I've always said it'd be cool to have like every single, like, somebody in our friends groups to like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And that's just not the case. You know, everyone's team is different. We have someone that likes the Bengals, the Ravens, you know, Giants, Cowboys, Packers, Bills. Like literally every single team, I feel like besides the Cowboys, we have in our friend group. Even though we don't have.
She says you don't want a Cowboys fan, friend. You're a Steelers fan, Phil. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
See what Real Deal does here. Might be an auto. The old auto.
Oh, Ronald Jones.
In the squad, Carson. My third quarterback there. And I mean, I feel like Claypool. This is pretty far for Claypool to still be there. I know I got Pickens and Claypool, but the 11th, I'll take a shot on Chase there.
I'm about to say we could be friends. That seem cool.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. NFC East, huh? Giants are gonna win it this year. I'm believing. Just like they almost won it last year.
We'll see.
I'm believing, baby.
I don't know.
Nah, I'm definitely torn.
Michael off the board. Y'all hating on my boy Steven.
Cowboys. Take the weight off my shoulders when I'm in need. Damn, son, I gotta lock up some running backs earlier, like running back depth earlier. I'm gonna be drafting from the 6.
I think the team looks great.
I like it, but you know me, I like my running back depth. I like to have some people just in case.
I know Tunchi. I know I got Claypool and Pickens, but it's just the 11th round. I feel like I can't take I can't not draft Claypool there. Still so young, so talented. Maybe he doesn't end up in Pittsburgh long term, but he's only 23.
Sierra voice, go Hawks. Sierra.
Drink My Cola says, I honestly like Pickens and Claypool on the same team. One of them is going to end up being a good value for sure. Alexander the Great. Desmond's off the board.
What is everyone's bold predictions? I mean, it's maybe early. I think we asked this last time. I'm really interested in what's everyone's bold predictions this year for the players, maybe your team. You know, put it in. Kyle said, I think KC fans are starting to get annoying TBH, mostly because they came out of the woodworks when they started winning and they complain about the team like they're top 5 consistently. Like they aren't top 5 consistently.
I think the expectation is just you want to win a Super Bowl when you have Patrick Mahomes. But I mean, I have more respect for Kansas City fans because I've lived in Kansas City for like a decade, and they were a bad team for a very long time. In fact, they were like the joke, pretty much, of their division for a long time. So I think, yeah, there's obviously annoying fans on every team, but some of it's pride, some of it's people just being really annoying. Nathan, we are not sure why Tua went at the 107. We are not sure.
No, I saw him. Tunchi said Jerry wide receiver 1. Steven said both predictions the same as last year. Mahomes plays 17 games, the Chargers win the division.
I love it.
That's funny. Big Cowboy fan.
Room over Eli.
Room over Eli.
Who's Room?
Room over Eli.
Tony Romo? Are we talking about Romo? Karen was trolling, but they threatened to boot her. Yeah, she's been drafting better. I live in the Midwest, and my dad's a KC fan. I respect the longtime fans. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of people over there in Kansas City who have through the ups and downs, you know. Bold prediction: T. Higgins outscores Jamar Chase. Drink my cola. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they guard both of those players.
I'll put my money on that. I'll take the over. I'll take the over on T. Just over. I think I can definitely do. I would definitely put money on that for sure.
You're putting money on T. Higgins outscoring Jamar Chase.
It would be a bold one, but yeah, I think I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah, it's interesting. I still think Jamar's going to be the guy, but I think Higgins is going to be very valuable.
I think Jamar is definitely going to be the guy, but I won't be surprised if there's, it'll be a little bit difficult for Jamar.
Yeah.
I'm on the clock here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kyle, there's always going to be bandwagoners if a team is successful. So that's the unfortunate part. I love Romo. I think he's one of the best reporters. Huge fan.
Yeah, I like Romo's commentating.
That's
as
definitely
well.
Is there a betting slip on that? What would that look like for the Higgins and Chase?
Yeah, I actually don't know. I wonder if there is now.
Yeah.
I need plus 500 on that.
I would need a pretty big return to bet on that. But I don't hate it. It's interesting. My bold prediction is the Jacksonville Jaguars win the Super Bowl. No, I'm kidding. Imagine.
Gosh.
Good analyst, bad snap holder. Honestly.
Romo. He actually is like amazing. I think he is so good. I think he will be the guy. He will be the new like Jim Nance for years to come, or anyone. Al Michaels. He's gonna be the top guy moving forward just because of his analytics, like the way he can break down the play and he can see it. Like,
yeah, he's incredible.
It's fantastic.
Who would be this year's Bengals?
Wow.
I would say. I think
plays?
the Jets comes to mind for me.
I think if Deshaun plays, yeah. I like the Jets though. I really like the Jets.
Browns have been kind of good though. I think like Bengals were mediocre for a long time, and then they kind of had this rise this year.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The Browns would, like with Deshaun, I think they would definitely be playoffs deep into the playoffs with that team. But the Jets feel like if there's someone out of left field, I'd like to bet on them there. I'm gonna go back-to-back tight ends here.
Lions will have a better record than the Seahawks.
Ooh, Lions aren't a terrible part of that conversation either. Lions and
we had a conversation the other day saying how like the Lions they lost. I forgot what it was, but they lost a lot of games by 1 point, like 3 points or less, or one possession or less.
Yeah, Marsh says semi-bold prediction: Kmet is a top 8 tight end. I would love that.
Please, I put so much stock in Kmet, especially in our follower leagues.
Drink My Cola says Higgins averaged more points per game than Chase from weeks 9 to 18. Very true. Very true. Dolphins this year's Bengals. That could happen for sure. It feels like so many teams have improved. So someone is gonna be a pretender. We'll see. So much pressure on Tua this year. I think he can do it. But there's a lot of pressure. I should probably make our faces.
I was really hoping Alan Lazard was gonna fall to me there. GG's.
Fat GG's.
Just a fat one in the chat, huh? I might go another tight end too here.
Monty says, I like what the Lions are doing, and I feel like the hate for Goff has gone too far. I think he will have a good year. Hey, thank you for the sub. Ron War.
Ron War.
Do you know that?
No.
Is that a reference? Okay.
I have no idea.
No, that's thanks for
I
sub.
appreciate you though. Thank you so much for subscribing. At least we turned into a career backup, right? Yeah, we definitely both really love what the Lions are doing. They have a really They're one step away from having, in my opinion, a complete team, and that's the quarterback. I think Jared Goff can definitely help them improve and win games.
Yeah.
He had to put in the sneak troll there.
Yeah. Jacoby, Mike Gesicki, J. Rob off the board. Back at it again with the fresh fans. Steven says, Gabe Davis in the 10th. What a steal. He had a higher expected fantasy points. That says PRR. I'm not sure what.
I'm assuming he has
Fantasy
a higher
PRR than Chase. Tarbrush says, I don't even think it's controversial to say Lions win more games than Seahawks. Yeah, we'll see. Seahawks are definitely in that rebuild. What's up, Ron? He says, yo, been watching for a week now. Love y'all insight. I'm from a fellow Aussie Queenslander.
Hey, what's happening, man?
I love it.
Oh, love. Thank you so
it.
much for subscribing. We appreciate you.
Yeah, huge love, bro. So I assume you're a Maroon. I really don't care about that too much, but I know that that's like a pretty huge rivalry here. The Maroons and Blues. And the Blues.
People talking about golf points, like he Mike White. What?
Fantasy points. So I guess that would be FPPRR, fantasy points per route run. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I personally don't believe there's enough consistency for Gabe Davis, but we'll see. 10th round, definitely worth a shot for sure. Seahawks getting Baker. Oh my gosh, maybe.
Maybe.
Would you want Baker if you're a Seahawks fan? You know, like, would you want that?
I don't think so, but I think they're gonna get him to compete with everyone there. I don't know why though. Like, I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah.
Let me just make a pick here.
Born in Wollongong. Okay, yeah, I know Wollongong.
Out in Woolly, mate.
And
I went to Wollongong once, like when I first moved here. For some reason, there was like some outlook where you can look at the stars. I don't know why we drove all the way to Wollongong for that, but
yeah, I like Wollongong. I'm trying to like look at that area and see if I've been near there.
I think Wollongong has like a little like space museum thing or like science museum that I went to once that we thought was like a big museum, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think I've been Wollongong.
Monty said he's way better than Locke and Geno. Stop it. No, we definitely. I would say he's better than Locke and Geno, but I think
I just don't want like a stopgap like that. Like, yeah, I don't care. Let's be bad.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm like, I really don't care. Like, make us as bad as we need to be so we can get a like more hope in the next draft, you know?
Yeah, man. Imagine Young or Bryce and the Seahawks have like a top 3 pick with DK there and Lockett there. Albert, are you okay there?
Albert, are you okay?
Sorry, Noah Fant there. Sheesh, that would be crazy. Well,
Monty says I'm from Peoria, Illinois, about 2 hours south of Chicago. I've been to Chicago. Love Chicago.
Never been to Chi.
I've been, I think 3 times. I enjoyed all of them. Monty says, you think Pete wants to be bad though? He's old and his job could be on the line if they're bad again. I don't know that his job is on the line because I think he's proven himself enough to get through bad years. But I think, you know, it really doesn't line up that he still wants to coach this team. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen. But I'm not saying what the organization wants. I'm saying if I'm a Seahawks fan, I don't think I would want Baker. Because I would just feel like it's like when Washington got Ryan Fitzpatrick. I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun, but actually, thank you so much for the sub, Steven. That's a different scenario because I was actually excited about Ryan Fitzpatrick because why not? Like, you know, he's got such a good legacy. But this is the last round, by the way, guys. Last round here. But
yeah,
I think you just want you just want to be as a Seahawks fan, you just want to completely start the rebuild.
You mean like when the Commanders got Wentz?
Oh, come on, dude.
We'll see. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I really have no feelings on it anymore. I'm kind of like, let's just see what happens. Super indifferent. Death, taxes, and Badake drafted Nico Collins.
That's easy.
Kenny G and Nico.
I gotta get my guy, you know. Mock drafts, you get your guy. I actually don't think I drafted Kenny G or Nico in any of our leagues. I think I drafted Nico once. Actually, that's a lie.
Stop.
And
Just don't lie it for us.
our follower leagues, at least our recent ones. I don't think I have Kenny G in one though. Could be wrong.
All right, that is the end of the draft. Badake, why don't you start us off with our draft grades?
Absolutely, real deal dynasty here at the 102. Getting Josh Allen, what a steal there already. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Marcus Mariota. I like your quarterback room. I believe in Jalen Hurts. Breece Hall, Antonio Gibson, Tyler Algier, Ronald Jones, and Melvin Gordon. Hey, Gibson, I think with a decline, I'm not in love with it. I definitely probably would have considered Monty over him, even Leonard Fournette nowadays. But I get it. The 6'11", I don't think it's terrible. But those are people I am now considering over Antonio Gibson. I think that's pretty fair to say. And your running back room depth
I would
is
say
good.
6'11" is such, like, that is so late for Gibson though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I said where you got him is great. I think I'm still considering though. If Monty is there and Leonard Fournette's there, I'm taking those guys over him. But where you got him is still really good value.
Fair enough.
I like your running back depth with Ronald Jones and Tyler Algier. Hopefully those guys can do something for you this year. Javonte Williams, Jameis. I always get this wrong. Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Michael Gallup, Jalen Tolbert, and Calvin Ridley. You have two of the Washington guys there, which is okay. I don't mind Terry. I'm starting to come around Terry there. We're gonna have a video coming around soon of why I think that's gonna happen. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it there. With Travis Kelce, this is a good team. This is a good team. I'm gonna give it a B flat though. Once again, I think I'm taking Monty. You have 3 Commanders, by the way. I'm definitely taking Monty and Leonard Fournette over Antonio Gibson. But other than that, I think it's a good team.
Okay. Higgins went at the 3-1. Patrick, Aaron, we got Justin Herbert, Kenny Pickett, and Jimmy G. So I like the quarterback room there. I think Jimmy G still gets a chance to start somewhere at some point. Running backs are Dobbins, Dylan Pollard, Chuba Hubbard. I like this running back room personally. I like the value of each pick, and I think you've got 3 guys that you could put in your starting lineup at some point. Wide receivers are Waddle, Elijah Moore, Mike Williams, Alec Pierce, Renfro, Wandale, and Shakira. And again, I do like this wide receiver room. I don't know where I sit on Elijah Moore at the moment. I think that is pretty good value there at the 5-3. I'm just trying to decide, would I prefer Elijah Moore or some of these other rookies? Because, we got Burks, who was still on the board, and he's my favorite wide receiver in this year's class. So, to be honest, I think I am going Burks over him. And maybe Garrett. It depends. He's got that higher draft capital. I don't know if he'll be prioritized, but we'll see. But I like the wide receiver room overall. I like the youth, and also Mike Williams is kind of a really solid piece to help you win now if you want to. Mark Andrews, incredible tight end. So this is a really good team. Good at quarterback with an elite guy, elite at tight end. I like the running back room. It's hard to say it's elite, but it's a good running back room. And then the wide receiver room, there is upside to be elite. But I would say it's decent. This is a B+ team for me. B+. Hello?
Sorry. Okay, this is Ellen. Sorry, Ellen. Forced to enter the. She's just trolling. All right, Captain Barry, Colin Murray, Matt Ryan, Jared Goff. Some good quarterback depth there, just in case. Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, Alan Lazard. I don't mind this wide receiver room here. I think it's okay. I haven't said this much, but I am really scared about Brandon Ayuk coming into the season with Danny Gray now. I feel like they might prefer him over over Brandon Ayuk. I know that may be
I don't
really
know about
early.
that. We'll see.
It may be really early, but hey, you just never know what can happen.
Yeah.
But once again, this is super early thought processes. I haven't really formed a true thought process around it, but that's just how I'm feeling.
Gotta keep
right
in mind,
now.
Ayuk was a first-round pick, and he's still with the same people who drafted him.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But I definitely, Brandon Ayuk, good value there at the 8-9. Running back Travis Etienne, Dalvin Cook, Henry, Clyde, and Naeem Hines. I like your running back room there. There's no doubt about it. And then TJ Hawkinson and David Njoku. I think it's prime.
Yeah.
I think this is a really good team. Really good tight ends. Really good quarterbacks, in my opinion. Especially you grabbing 3 tight ends and locking that 3 quarterbacks. Excuse me, locking that just in case. I'm gonna give it a B+.
Okay. Aquative. We got Lamar Jackson and Davis Mills. Like Davis, maybe I would prefer a third quarterback on the team. Our running backs are Swift, CMC, Spiller, and Edmonds. So pretty top heavy there. Our wide receivers are DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Darnell Mooney, Juju, Michael Thomas, Rondell Moore, and DJ Chark. Pretty good wide receiver room there. Lots of depth. Tight end is George Kittle and Irv Smith. So I would say this is a pretty good team. Running backs, you got 2 very, very good running backs. No question about it. The depth is really questionable. I think we could all agree there. I like the quarterback, obviously Lamar Jackson, but there's not a ton of depth there at the quarterback position either. And then George Kittle. I mean, this is a very good team, though. Lamar Jackson, Davis Mills. I'm just looking at the starting lineup, for example. Jackson, Davis Mills, Swift, CMC, DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Darnell Mooney, Juju, and George Kittle. So it's a pretty good starting lineup. I think depth is probably the biggest question mark on the team. But I'm going to give it, it's kind of like in a B flat area for me here.
Okay. Jones Karen. All right, this is I guess it trolled early and then kind of came back at it. Anyways, Tua tags. You know how we feel about that. We definitely wouldn't take. We believe in Tua, but we would not take him here at the 1-7. So much talent that we would take before him. But maybe that was a troll. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows? So Tua tags with Desmond Ridder. Not that good of a depth chart or I guess a good starting quarterback too.
Pretty weak,
Desmond,
yeah.
You could have the opportunity, but it is pretty weak. CeeDee Lamb, Treylon Burks, Brandon Cook, D Hop, Taquan Thornton. I don't even know who this guy is.
It's
TJ Vasker.
I think it's a practice squad player. I don't think he's on the team.
So I guess the wide receiver room is good. Besides that troll pick, I actually don't mind it. I like CD, Treylon, Brandon Cooks, good value, and then D Hop. I guess he falls to 10-6, so why not?
Yeah.
And then running backs: Joe Moneyback, Say, Elijah Mitchell, James Cook, Zeke, good running back depth
For sure.
And then Noah Fant, and then Albert. Are you okay? Overall, this team, it's okay. You know, once again, we wouldn't take Tua, and the quarterback is in question. So I mean,
imagine this team with like Deshaun Watson, and then you can get Tua in the 3rd round or 4th round.
Yeah, exactly. You take another quarterback and take one of these less running backs. It will be a really good team. I'm gonna give, despite the troll, it's still not a bad team.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna give it like a B-.
Okay. Drink my cola. We got Deshaun Watson, Trey Lance, and Ryan Tannehill. I do like this quarterback room there. I was gonna say, like, would I prefer Ryan Tannehill or like Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know how long of a leash Ryan Tannehill really has, but I like the top 2 quarterbacks there. Wide receivers, we got Debo, so we got the stack, London, Devonta Smith, Amari Cooper, and Tyler Boyd. So it's a pretty strong wide receiver room there. Running backs, we got Akers, Rashad White, Madison, Singletary, and Herbert. So it's safe to say it is not the strongest running back room. But at times, I think you'll be able to start, like Akers and Singletary together. Who knows what Rashad White can be. Akers, there was still Chubb on the board. Kamara, Mitchell, Jacobs, Gibson. So there's quite a few guys I'm still taking over Akers, but I'm just worried about the injury personally. Waller and then McBride. So this is a pretty good overall team, solid at quarterback, solid at wide receiver, really good tight end room. I'm not in love with the running backs. So again, this kind of falls into the B+ range for me.
Okay. Justin B. Quarterbacks: Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, Jameis Winston. I think that's okay. You went with the late quarterback strategy, and I actually don't mind it. Yeah, so far. Then you got Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Roberto Woods, Jacoby Myers, and MVS. Once again, still not a bad start here.
Yeah.
The top 3 guys are fantastic. And your wide receiver, and Robert Woods at the 12-4. Why not? Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, Alvin Kamara, Cordell Patterson, and Zamir White. Another good solid running back room. Getting Najee and then Eckler. Hey, I think this could be the A team. And then Deshaun and Dalton Schultz.
Let me ask you about Kamara, though. I know it's a win now team. I think I'm still taking guys like Jacobs, maybe Mitchell. I don't think it's a bad pick, though, at the 6'4". I think that's pretty good value.
I don't think it's
still.
a bad pick. I don't think it's a bad pick the way he was constructing his team.
Totally.
I think, like...
Trying to nitpick.
I guess if you're going win now, maybe you take Henry over Kamara.
Yeah.
Do you do that over Kamara? I feel
maybe.
Obviously Kamara has the passing upside, but Henry just gets the volume, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess it's a win-win. I actually like this team. I think this probably could be the first. I'm giving it A-.
Okay.
Let's see how the rest of the guys go. But I really like this
specific strategy, and they did it well. All right, Cole, we've got Russell Wilson, Zach Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers as our quarterbacks. Our wide receivers are Justin Jefferson, DK, Bateman, Sutton, and Bell. So I really love the quarterbacks and running and wide receivers here so far. Let's see how the rest of the team panned out. Running backs, we got Aaron Jones, Kareem Hunt, Michael Carter, Penny, and Henderson. So I don't think it would be a leap to say this is not the strongest running back room. You do have to compromise somewhere. There are still multiple people that you can start, so that's good. Tight ends, we went Goddard and Gesicki. I'm pretty low on Gesicki overall, to be honest.
He wants to jump in.
Oh.
Instead, he'll just make a donation.
Oh.
That's your wifey. Desperate to see Badake do the Griddy. Okay, how many likes are we away from Badake doing the Griddy? We're 10 likes away. If you guys have yet to drop a like, yes. If you have yet to drop a like, then do so. So we can see Badake hit the Griddy. If we hit 85 likes. But yeah, Gesicki, I'm kind of low on him, to be honest. That is so funny that Ellen did a super chat. Because is she next to you?
No, she's in. We broke down her desk because we're moving.
But she's in the office?
No, she's in the living room.
Oh, okay. I love that. I love that she's like tuning in. She's actually getting prepared to do a league herself, I'm sure.
For real.
Anyway, on Gesicki, I kind of do prefer some other players like Njoku, for example, like Albert O probably. So, but overall, it's a pretty decent team. I would say, running backs is where it does fall off. This is the kind of team that I would draft. I can't really say A- because I don't think it's better than Justin's team as far as like direction and how we pulled it off, but it's a pretty damn good team. It's really close to an A-. I'm going to say B+ there.
Okay. 7. Here we go. Derek Carr, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones. Not a bad quarterback room there. JT, Javonte Williams, James Conner, James Robinson. Not bad room either. And then you got Devontae Adams, Hollywood Brown, Keenan Allen, Gabriel Davis, Adam Thielen with Russell Gage, and then Dawson Knox, and then Robert Tonyan. It's good. It's good. I like the James Conner value, Keenan Allen value. All these guys are really good value. You heard how I feel about Adam Thielen at the 11. Absolutely fantastic. And then getting Daniel Jones at the 12 too. I'm believing for something special there. I mean, wow. I actually like this team as well. I like the running backs, the wide receivers. I guess if I'm really nitpicking here, Hollywood Brown, I'm not a believer in him.
Hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm not even a hater. It's hard to envision it.
It's only because it's Hollywood. It's only because it's Kyler.
It's
Hater.
actually not though. It's actually not like. It's not because it's Kyler. It's just because I just have an inkling that they might not re-sign him, and that may sound dumb. And you always say it like, why would they not re-sign him? It would probably be the dumbest thing. But I just have an inkling that it's a 1-year thing, and they might do away with it. But who knows? But once again, this is a good team. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm trying to find nitpicking things.
Yeah.
Like I said, James Conner, I like Gabriel. This is a good team. B plus, A minus is. I think this team is also could be in contention, but I say B plus, A minus. Let's see what else, because we can kind of break it down.
All right, Tebow. We got Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, Malik Willis. I personally am not sure that we'll see Malik this year. We might, but if I am grabbing Malik, I probably am grabbing a 4th quarterback along with him to feel a little bit better about that position. Kyle Pitts, incredible. Obviously the best tight end in Dynasty, as well as Brevin Jordan. Our running backs are Chubb, Harris, Pierce, Davion Price, Brian Robinson. I actually really like the running back room. I think it's pretty smart what we did here. Wide receivers, we have Pittman, Olave, St. Brown, Allen Robinson, and Lockett. So I think we did really well at getting late round values with Allen Robinson and Tyler Lockett. And then we have, some real upside guys here in Olave and St. Brown. This is a good team. It's not necessarily weak anywhere, but it's also not elite. Like, it's not elite at wide receiver. It's not elite at running back, It is elite at tight end. So it's a good team overall, but I would put it in the B plus area.
You know what? I just forgot. We're not even showing that bottom half of the thing because our faces are there. It's okay.
GG's.
At least we've been talking about it.
Okay, I think that would mean that Justin B. I think he had the best strategy, and I think he executed it the best, which would make him the mock drafter of the night, Badake.
Wow, what an opportunity, huh, Justin?
Yeah. All right, guys. Back in 82 said it. We need 3 more likes to see Badake Griddy on stream. So if you have yet to like it right now,
oh my guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
We only need 3 more likes to see Badake Griddy on stream. I'm gonna give you guys, a couple minutes here to see if you can get us there, but I can't force it.
You can't force it,
I can't force it.
We can answer some questions here. Got offered 23 and a 24 first for Jonathan Taylor. I'm thinking of countering for Breece Hall, 23 and a 24 first for Jonathan Taylor and a 2022 second. The counter is too much.
Okay, so I got offered 2023 and a 2024 first.
Right, so
for Jonathan Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a 23 and a 24 first isn't enough for Jonathan Taylor. I mean, we've seen incredible hauls for him.
Well, his counter is Breece Hall, 23 and a 24 first for Jonathan Taylor. And he sent a 23 second. I would send that, see what happens.
I would say make that 23 pick a third, because like the insane deals that, like, if you sell JT, you want to know that you got an absolute haul. I sold JT in one of our leagues. Let me see what I got back for him. Like, we've seen so many trades this offseason where JT has just like completely given you a haul. I think it was the Alpha team where I sold Jonathan Taylor. Let me make sure here. But we've seen so many trades. So essentially, I sold Jonathan Taylor and Derek Carr to Perk. Okay, so Jonathan Taylor, Derek Carr to Perk. And in return, I got Trey Lance, Damian Harris, and Ramondre Stevenson, a 23 first, a 22 first, and a 23 third. So if you are selling Jonathan Taylor, I didn't want to sell JT. Like, I really didn't want to do that. But I kept saying in all of our videos, if someone gives me an absolute haul, I will pull the trigger. Like, if there's enough value for me to be like, yes, I have to take that trade, then I'll do that. So personally, like, I don't think you really even need to add the pick to the JT counter. But I don't know. If you sell them, you just want to feel like you got a haul.
Yeah. We'll see.
But Aki, we did hit the like goal here.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I'm down to do it. can I practice? Can I come? Can I guarantee the Griddy tomorrow? Because I don't want to look like an
No,
idiot right now.
you gotta do it right now. You gotta give the people what they want.
I actually don't know how to do it. That's the thing.
Look it up on YouTube right now.
All right, Griddy.
You gotta give the people what they want. People will riot otherwise.
I'm gonna like
We got there though. Hey, it don't matter.
Griddy.
I mean, I shaved my entire face for these guys. Like baby face.
Okay, Ellen's literally running.
Ace Evans says, I just traded 23 first and Van Jefferson for DK and Zach Moss.
Fuck off.
Ellen's here. I love
Actually,
it.
don't have to do it, babe.
I'm excited for this. Griddy City. Ace Evans. Okay, so I traded 23 first and Van Jefferson for DK and Zach Moss. Okay. Also, I'm in full rebuild with 2 firsts in the next 2 drafts with a total of 5 seconds. What are your thoughts? So you sent a 23 first and Van for DK and Zach Moss. I'm kind of indifferent on it, to be honest. I'm kind of indifferent. I like that you're able to grab DK, but I love a lot of the wide receivers in 23 first. You're gonna try?
I'm gonna try, but let me just clear the area a little bit.
Okay.
I have some stuff.
Okay.
1 second.
I love this. I love that we finally hit a light goal here. I'm kind of indifferent on it, Ace. I think it makes sense for maybe both sides, but the only issue I have with it, I guess, is like DK's gonna help you win this year. Do you know what I mean? DK's gonna help you win, which means if you have your first round pick this year, that might make that first round a little bit less valuable. I think that's where my mindset is. Like, if you're not actually looking to win now, I like to trade for DK, but also you may be hurting your team because DK's gonna be in the lineup as far as like that rebuild. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see Badake Griddy. If you hit 90 shirtless, absolutely not. Oh, you don't have your first this year? Okay. I think it's a little bit, yeah, I think that's an even deal there. I don't hate that at all. Watch Thielen's for inspiration. I feel like if we put Adam Thielen's Griddy up, our stream will get taken down. So let me see if I can find it on my phone and show you guys. Adam Thielen Griddy. Ooh, a golf trade. A trade just got completed in the golf league. Let's have a look here. I can show you guys this trade. Let me see. Golf. Okay, so someone gave a second, 2 seconds and a third for the 608. 2 seconds and a third. All right, let me see Adam Thielen's Griddy here.
All right, I moved some stuff.
All right.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put my mic super high so you guys can hear me talk from afar, but I won't be able to hear you guys. I think this is so stupid. It's funny though. Fuck it, right? I literally don't know. I'll watch.
Hey, would you rather do this or eat dog food?
I would have rather eaten dog food.
As if.
I watched one video, so let's see if it works.
Okay, here we go. Here's the famous Griddy. This is what you guys voted for, and we hit the like goal.
Let me see. I don't know if like it's like wide enough. Like, I don't know how like you can see me.
We can see you.
What? Sorry about the room. It's like we're moving. Okay.
Yeah, turn the light on. Turn the light on. Yeah.
I actually don't know how to do it. It's hard. You have to like do like 2 steps, you know? It's like hold on. It's like you gotta like kick, you know? So it's like oh fuck, hold on. It's like
I love it. I love it.
It's hard. It's hard as hell.
Well done. Well done.
I tried.
I don't know how to make a GIF. But if anyone knows how to make a GIF, please make a GIF from what we just saw. That's incredible. Can we get some, rounds of applause in the chats for Badake there? That is incredible.
So let me turn this down. I'm probably peeking. Like hell. Okay.
That is hilarious. All right, well, we did it. Well done, Badake. I definitely, if anyone knows how to make a GIF and they
Surely
can somehow make a GIF from this, that would be amazing.
That was better than Thielen's.
I love it.
That's funny. All love, y'all.
All right, guys, huge love. We have a rookie mock tomorrow as well as a redraft mock. Okay, so if you guys want to get into the redraft game, you want to, kind of with us as we kind of get back into that mindset, I'll paste a link to our redraft channel. You can subscribe to us over there. So we'll do a rookie mock tomorrow and a redraft mock.
That's right.
We have 4 spots, if I'm not mistaken, in our most recent startup league left in the India League. So I put the Patreon link in the chat there as well. Join the Discord if you want help, if you want a community. Big shout out to Badake for just absolutely beautifully executing the Griddy there.
I'm definitely down to see somebody do it. If you can clip that, that'd be funny. I think you can clip it on. I think you can clip stuff on Twitch. Come here, Beach. Do you know how to do that? You probably need access to do that though. Hey,
I don't know.
Actually
I don't know how the clipping stuff works.
We can always go back and like download this video to, I guess, clip it. Anyways, all love. Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
All right, guys. Huge love. Catch you later.